Because sometimes you might be having a conversation.
I do think about that, like getting a whole microphone, a whole thing, but maybe down the line. Not interested at the moment, to be honest. But yeah.
Well, anyway, so do you want to run your Daniel 2 argument or Daniel argument as to why you think it's good evidence for Islam?
Yeah, we just say that the natural reading of the text suggests that the kingdom of God is supposed to have this specific fulfillment, and I believe that Islam is historically the most corroborated fulfillment of that passage. That's pretty much it. Of defeating the fourth kingdom, which is the Roman Empire, and this is something that was attested to, and that was the expectation by the Jews. And we can give many writings found in pre-Islamic Jews that expected the Ishmaelite kingdom to defeat the Roman Empire. That would be the argument, the gist of it.
Have you heard a counter argument to that?
I've had quite a few counter arguments. A lot.
What's the counter argument?
Many. So there's quite a few. There's the objection about Christ being the fulfillment. There's the objection about specific wordings in Daniel that suggest that it can't be about Islam. Yeah, well, quite a few, but you can present yours.
Okay, so if obviously you feel Daniel 2 is a good foundation to prove Islam, would you say that opposite is also true?
What do you mean?
If I could obviously exegete Daniel consistently and show that it cannot be Islam, would that be
Sure, you have to give evidence for that. Yeah.
Would that be good reason as well? So the point, if it's good to make the point, it's good to refute the point.
Well, it depends what point you're trying to make. If the point you're trying to make is that just that it doesn't prove Islam, if that's what you're trying to prove, then sure, yeah.
Okay. So normally, this is the way I think it should be interpreted. Obviously, you've got the head of gold.
Yep.
I think it's chest and arms.
Silver, I believe.
Yeah. Silver, which represents the Medo kingdom. And the Persian kingdom, I think it was the Medo.
Wait, do you agree that the fourth is Rome?
No. Let me explain why.
Sure.
So what we have is the chest and arms, two body parts. And what we know in history, the Medes were a separate kingdom, the Persians were a separate kingdom. And I think, off the top of my head, it was the Persian kingdom that took over the Medo kingdom.
But it doesn't matter because Daniel said that the third is Greece anyway. So.
But I think that's significant of how we understand the next body part.
Okay, but that interpretation is literally void just because Daniel says that the third is Greece.
Okay, no problem.
So if the third is Greece...
1 second. Now, so would you agree those two body parts represents two kingdoms, the Medes and the Persians?
No, I believe that the Medo-Persia is just one kingdom.
No, historically, there were two separate kingdoms, and one conquered the other.
Okay.
Do you agree?
I disagree. And I'll tell you why.
Okay, go on.
Because Daniel says that the third is Greece.
No problem.
Do you agree that Daniel says the third is Greece?
Yeah, it does. I'm talking about...
And there's 5 kingdoms in total, right?
1 second. But I'm talking about the chest and arms for now.
Okay.
The chest and arms of silver.
I disagree with the historical account that Medo-Persia is 2 different kingdoms. I mean, there's one kingdom.
It's a fact.
Okay, I disagree with you.
No, it's a historical fact.
Okay, you have to give evidence for that. That's number one. Number two, if you agree that the statue is composed of 4 kingdoms and the third is Greece, then that interpretation given doesn't matter at all.
It's important to make it clear.
Okay, it's a simple question. Is the third Greece?
I'm going to get to that. 1 second.
Just tell me, just quick, yes or no?
It's very important how we exegete the silver.
Okay, but I just want to know, before we move on, is the third Greece or no?
You're saying that you don't agree with my interpretation of this?
You have to give evidence, but
Okay,
as
so
you're
I'm
giving
gonna
the... Go ahead.
Okay.
But as you're doing that, is the third Greece or no?
I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to tell you 1 second, but let me just...
Either it is or it isn't.
Explain something.
Brother, you're gonna cut this conversation very short.
1 second.
Yeah, you have to engage. That's
You
one thing
first
about
said
it.
I need to prove something.
You're
So
doing
let
that.
me prove it
Okay.
before we go into something.
Go ahead.
That's fair.
Because all you're proving is a contradiction in Daniel. That's all you're proving.
No, I'm not.
Yep. Because if you're going to say that Medo-Persia is 2 different kingdoms, then you have 5 kingdoms, which contradicts Daniel 2, which is that there's only 4 kingdoms. So that'll be an issue. What are you searching up?
You're saying that they were always one kingdom.
No, I'm saying that Daniel regarded them as one kingdom. Daniel believed they were one kingdom.
You said that the Medo-Persian was one kingdom. There's always one kingdom.
No, what I'm saying is that what Daniel's saying is that at that stage in the prophecy, they are one kingdom.
One second. You're saying that there were always one kingdom, yes?
No, listen.
I'm saying, this is what I'm saying, that the Medes were one kingdom, the Persians were another kingdom, and the Medes conquered the Persians.
But does Daniel say that they're one kingdom?
Huh?
Does Daniel say that they're one kingdom?
I'm just saying, though, do you agree with that or disagree with that?
I disagree because Daniel says that they're one kingdom, and Daniel is contemporary to Babylon.
One second.
Okay?
No, this is historic. This is the
But,
Persians.
but,
One
just
second.
wait,
You asked me to prove
because
a point.
okay, wait 1 second. Does Daniel say that Medo-Persia is one kingdom or not?
This is yes, it's one kingdom.
He does.
Let me explain
Okay,
something.
that's all I need. Okay.
Now, you said that there were always one kingdom. And I'm saying...
No, I don't care about how do you find kingdom to begin with? How do you find kingdom?
We'll get there. I'm just explaining something. This is foundational to my interpretation.
So define kingdom so that we can actually get into the nitty-gritty of it.
The kingdom is represented by a principality, according to Daniel. You agree with that?
What's a principality? What does that mean?
Principality is the entity that controls that kingdom.
That's begging the question because entity is just co-referential with kingdom anyway.
It says, so this is what Daniel says. The angel that came to Daniel, he says, I was withstood by the Prince of Persia. Prince of Persia.
Okay.
How do you understand that?
Brother, what I understand
Yeah.
is that Daniel said that the statue, according to Daniel 2, verse number 39 to 44, is composed of 4 kingdoms.
No problem.
Wait. That's what I need. Daniel says that the third part of that kingdom is Greece, in Daniel 8, verse number 21. Okay? Historically, the kingdom that defeated Greece and took over and was divided in 2 was Rome.
We're going to get to that.
Okay, so if I was to put it in premises, because I want to keep this very brief,
No worries.
if I was to put it in premises, premise 1, Daniel said that the statue is composed of 4 kingdoms. Premise 2, Daniel identifies the third to be Greece. Premise 3, historically speaking, the Roman Empire defeated the third. Conclusion, the fourth is Rome. Which premise do you disagree with?
So let me explain why.
Okay, just respond to the syllogism. That's what I need.
We understand from the body parts, chest and arms represents 2 separate kingdoms that were absorbed into one kingdom, the Medo-Persian kingdom. Do you agree with that, yes or no?
If you
I've
say
got
that
the
they're absorbed
evidence.
into one kingdom, sure.
I've got the evidence. Do you want me to show you the evidence?
If you're saying that they're absorbed into one kingdom, sure, I agree with that.
Because initially you disagreed with that.
Because I thought you meant that they're 2 distinct kingdoms.
were.
Wait, let me finish. I thought you meant that Daniel was saying that they're 2 distinct kingdoms according to Daniel.
Historically, they were 2 distinct kingdoms.
Just before we move on,
Do you agree with that?
one
yes
second.
Or no?
Can you just respond to the syllogism? Which part of the syllogism do you disagree with?
Please.
I'm just going to give one more attempt before I honestly, I needed to respond to the syllogism.
This is foundational to how I'm going to respond to you.
Okay,
Please.
just make your point, then respond to the syllogism. Go ahead.
So look, here's the evidence. It says, listen, the Persians, led by Cyrus the Great, conquered the Medes around 550 BCE.
Okay.
Do you agree with that, yes or no?
I agree with that.
Okay, so that means there were initially two kingdoms that were absorbed into one kingdom.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay.
Do you agree?
Just finish your point.
Beautiful. Do you agree?
Just finish your
And
point.
then
please.
it goes on, if you read the body parts, it says belly and thighs, meaning there were 2 kingdoms that were absorbed into one. Meaning, that's why historically, that is known as the Greco-Roman Empire. As the same way, the previous kingdom is known as the Medo-Persian Empire. Do you agree with my analysis or not?
Disagree.
Okay, tell me why.
Now, I gave you the syllogism. I'm going to ask one more time for you to respond. If there's no response, then I can't discuss. Premise 1. Daniel identifies that there's 4 kingdoms to the body. In Daniel 2, verse number 39 to 44, it says there's 4 parts, 4 kingdoms. Premise 2, he identifies the third to be Greece. Premise 3, historically the Roman Empire defeated Greece. Conclusion, the Roman Empire is the 4th. That is the premise that I'm given. If you deny a premise, I can discuss. If you don't deny a premise, I can't discuss.
Now, what I'm saying is, brother, you're nodding your head and I've not even responded.
Tell me the premise to deny.
I'm going to respond.
Just tell me the number of the premise. Are you denying 1, 2, or 3? And then expand. Don't work backwards. Tell me the premise and then work.
Please, brother, please, I beg you.
Okay, if you talk by the end of the point, if you don't give me a
Let's have a nice
premise,
conversation.
wait, just give me a second. Let me be very clear.
Imagine there's no cameras.
Wait, no, wait, 1 second. If by the end of the point that you're making now, you don't tell me the premise you're denying, I'm done. Go ahead.
Now, your third premise was that the third kingdom was Greece. I don't deny it.
That wasn't the third premise.
Okay, what was your third
The third premise was that the Roman Empire defeated
I
Greece.
agree with it. I agree.
So is it the second premise you disagree with?
Okay, no, I agree with all those premises.
So the conclusion follows.
No, it doesn't. Let me explain
Wow.
why. Let me explain why. Calm down, brother.
Go
Calm
ahead.
down, please. Now, we understand, we can interpret Daniel's vision from the way we understand history. Okay? Now, the two body parts in that statue, chest and arms, represents two kingdoms that was absorbed into one kingdom known as the Medo-Persian Empire. Now, the belly and thighs represents two kingdoms that was absorbed to be known as the Greco-Roman Empire.
What
Do
do the
you
legs
agree
represent?
with that or disagree with that?
What do the legs represent?
The legs represents the Ottoman Empire.
Okay, amazing.
Okay, yes?
Okay, amazing. Wait, 1 second. I'm going to repeat the syllogism one more time. If you believe that it's invalid, that's upon you. The audience can decide. Here's the syllogism. Premise 1, okay, that the Daniel identifies. Premise 1. Daniel says that there's 4 kingdoms in the statue, 4 pagan kingdoms in the statue. That's what he says. Okay, that's premise 1. Premise 2. He identifies that Greece is the 3rd, according to Daniel 8, verse number 21. Okay, one second. Premise 3. The Roman Empire defeated the 3rd. Conclusion, the Roman Empire is the 4th because according to Daniel, the 4th is supposed to defeat the 3rd. Is there any premise that you deny? Then the conclusion follows. So I'm done.
No, brother, don't
No,
run, please.
honest.
Don't
No,
run.
I'm running.
Brother, please,
I am
beg
so
you.
running, brother.
Brother, let's have a
I'm
nice
done.
conversation.
No,
brother.
I'm done here.
What's your problem? What's the issue?
I'll tell you, because when it comes to debating,
Yes.
if there's no premise being denied,
And let
then
me explain something. Let me respond,
wait,
brother.
1 second.
Brother, I think you know
You
Islam
asked me what's the problem,
is
right?
going to be exposed in
Brother,
this debate.
you just asked me.
So stand 10
brother,
toes.
You just asked me what's the problem, right?
What is your problem?
Exactly. So let me finish that. The problem is that if it comes to a valid argument, if the premises are all sound, then the argument necessarily follows. Wait. So if there's no premise being negated, there's nothing for me to discuss.
So let me tell you what's being negated.
So which premise is it? 1, 2, or 3?
Let me explain. We understand.
Nah, bro, I'm done.
Brother, please, let me respond.
I'm done. Thank you for the
Brother,
conversation.
Brother, you're
Thank
a
you.
deceiver. You know that. Because you know
I'm
Islam
so
is
a
gonna be-
deceiver.
Come and stand and...
I'm so deceiver. No, there's,
Brother,
if there's,
stand 10
again,
toes and defend.
I'm done.
You've run to my Bible, and you know my Bible's going to expose you. So just stand 10.
I'm
Let
not
me
speaking to
respond. Let me just respond.
No, I already gave you a chance.
Let me respond then.
Because wait,
Brother, let me respond.
when the video is playing,
Yes.
I already gave you a chance to respond.
Let me respond then, please.
All right, one more chance. If there's no premise being
Okay,
denied,
now
I'm done.
listen.
Go ahead.
Now, remember I said the head is Babylon, yes? The second kingdom,
Finish.
The second kingdom is the Medo-Persian kingdom. Do you agree, yes or no?
Yes.
Now, was the Medo-Persian kingdom initially 2 separate kingdoms?
I'm not going to answer unless there's a premise being denied.
No, brother, yes or no? Because I've told it to
Nope,
you.
I'm not
I've
gonna
proved-
answer.
Have I proved it to you?
Unless there's a premise being denied, I'm not going to
Brother,
engage.
now you're being dishonest. I've proved it to you. Have I not proved it to you? Was the Medo and the Persian kingdom 2 separate kingdoms?
Brother, I'm going to...
One conquered the other, and they absorbed.
I'll say one more time. In a debate,
Yes.
if all the premises are granted, then the conclusion necessarily follows. If there's no premise being denied, then...
Who's the second kingdom, according to you?
No, that's irrelevant.
No, it is relevant.
We have to go back to how to debate.
No, who's the second
No,
kingdom?
I have to teach you how to debate, brother.
No problem. Teach me.
Okay, amazing. When I give a syllogism, and you say that it's valid and sound,
4 kingdoms, yes?
wait, forget the debate now. We'll have to go back to learn how to debate.
No problem.
Forget the top, forget Daniel
Teach
now.
me. So you
Amazing.
don't mind. Teach me
Okay,
so you don't mind.
so pay attention. I'll explain this one more time.
Go on.
If an argument is both valid and sound, and the premises are granted in an argument, the conclusion necessarily follows. If you grant me the premises, and you say that premise 1 is okay, premise 2 is okay, premise 3 is okay, to say that the conclusion doesn't follow doesn't mean it means you're contradicting yourself, because you just said that you granted the premises. So for me, the only way for me to logically engage in discussion is if you tell me, hey, although the argument is valid, this is the premise I disagree with. Wait, 1 second. I disagree with premise 1. So if I disagree with premise 1, the conclusion can't follow. And then we discuss that premise.
I disagree with your interpretation of each premise. Now,
Oh my God.
that is why
No, stop. I need to teach something else.
Go on.
To say that you disagree with the interpretation of premise is to disagree with the premise. So I need the premise number that you disagree with.
Now, you say there's 4 kingdoms, yes?
Yes.
The first kingdom is who?
No, I need the premise that you've been
Please,
disagreeing
brother.
with. Nope.
You said the
I
first
need the
Because you
premise.
know what? If we go through it, you're going to expose yourself. That's why you don't want to engage.
No, it's me teaching you how to actually debate.
So the first kingdom is who?
No,
Based on your premise.
forget Daniel. I'm going to repeat the argument one more time. I'm going to repeat the argument one more time. Premise 1.
is what?
I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, go on.
Daniel says that the kingdom or the statue has 4 composite kingdoms.
Beautiful.
Do you agree with that or no?
Agree. Now let's stop.
No, no,
Stop,
no, 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 no,
stop.
no. It's either you agree or you don't.
I agree. Now let's stop now. Let's slow it down.
Okay, so you agree with it.
So who's the first kingdom?
Okay,
So we agree. No, listen.
no,
we're in agreement. There's 4 kingdoms.
The
yes?
argument again, brother,
let's say
brother,
4
wait,
kingdoms, yes?
wait. The argument is redundant, or the interpretation of who the kingdoms are is irrelevant to the argument, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because if you grant that the third is Greece, and you grant that the fourth defeats the third, and historically the Roman defeated the third, then the Roman, by virtue of being the one that defeated Greece, becomes the fourth. Wait. I'm going to repeat the argument one more time. If there is no premise being denied, I'm done with the conversation. Pay attention. Pay attention. Premise 1. Premise 1. Daniel identifies the kingdoms to be 4 in the statue. 4 kingdoms. Premise 2. He says in Daniel 8 verse number 21 that Greece is the third. Premise 3. He says that the fourth defeats the third. Historically, we see that Roman Empire defeated the third.
I don't understand why you keep repeating.
Okay, so is there any premise being denied?
No.
Thank you so much.
Wait, why are you going?
Thank you.
Why you
That's what I need. No, bro. That's done. Yeah, it's done.
Right?